Good morning, everyone. I am John Michael L. Caballero, and I will going to discuss the composition principles and photography. But before I could start, photography is more than just taking pictures. It's about telling a story through the way we arrange elements in an image. Just like an artist who carefully chooses colors for a painting, a photographer also uses composition principles to create visually appealing and meaningful photos. These principles help guide our eyes, create balance, and make an image more powerful. In this report, we will explore some of the key composition principles such as the rule of thirds, leading lines, and more. Understanding these techniques will not only improve our photography skills, but also helps us see the world in a more creative way. Let's dive in and how composition can turn an ordinary photo into an extraordinary one. First is the rule of thirds. So the rule of thirds is a composition guideline that divides an image into a grid of 9 equal parts. So imagine your picture has a tic-tac-toe board on it, or the 3 rows and 3 columns. Instead of putting your subject in the middle, place them along the lines at the point where the lines cross. This makes your picture more balanced and natural. As you can see sa example, diba, na this image follows the rule of thirds because the subject or a person on the water is positioned along one of the vertical lines of the grid rather than being centered. Additionally, the horizon is placed along one of the horizontal lines instead of dividing the image in half. This technique makes the composition more balanced and visually appealing as it guides the viewer's eyes naturally through the scene. Next is centered composition and symmetry. So, centered composition and symmetry is placing your subject at the center of the frame, such that it splits in half either horizontally or vertically. Due to perfect symmetry, this composition creates an aesthetically pleasing balance in your image. Most of the time, we don't put our subject in the center, but sometimes it actually looks good if both sides of the picture look the same, like a reflection in a water or a perfectly shaped building. Putting our subject in the middle can make it look balanced and beautiful. As we look at this example, if ever lahi nga composition principles ang gigamit ani niya, lain kay siya tan-awon kay dili siya pantay, even though symmetry kayo imong pagtanaw sa iya, kung lahi nga angle ang pagkuha siya o pag-shot sa iya ha, lain kay siya tan-awon, di ba? Na mga butang na if sa center nato siya or sa center nato siya ibutang sa atong camera or sa atong photograph is nindot kay siya kalabasan as we see in the photo. Next is foreground interest and depths. It improves a landscape photo by incorporating the scenes closest to the camera. Interest in the foreground position in the lower third of the image can draw the viewer's eye into the scene and add depth to the photo. As we all know, photos are flat jud, diba? Kay kuan lang siya 2-dimensional. Pero kaya na to siya buhaton nga magmuka siyang deep gamit ang 3-dimensional by adding something in the front, middle, and back of the picture. This makes the viewer feel like they can step inside the scene. As we look at this picture, diba? As we can see, makita na to or matansya-tansya na to if lalo mangguro ning dagat kay naka 3-dimensional na siya or igamitan siya foreground, interest, and deep sa iyang pag-capture, diba? If kuan na siya, 2-dimensional siya, makita na to na flat ra kayong dagat, wala kayo, ang bato ani kay murag pantay lang siya sa dagat, dili na to siya ma-appreciate. Next is frame within the frame. The use of visual elements in a scene to border a subject, further drawing the focus to them. The first frame is the literal shape and border of the entire image. The second frame is then created within the image, hence the term. So, frame within a frame is finding something that makes a natural frame around your subject, like kanang mga portahan, mga bintana, or kanang bisag kahoy good or bisag kamot na to na makadraw og attention sa tuang main subject or sa picture. As we can see sa ato ang example, diba, na siya frame bago jud tong mismong picture na iyang gikuha. Ang kaning doorway diri ang bato-bato mo na murag silbi isa ka frame, then bago tong picturean jud siya or mo na ginatawag na frame within the frame. Next is leading lines. Leading lines is a compositional technique that uses line shapes to direct the viewer's eye to a specific subject or detail. Line shapes within an image can be naturally occurring, such as a river or tree line. They can also be artificial line shapes found in man-made structures like bridges, roads, and fences. So, as we can see, diri sa tuwang pictures, di ba? Naa siya murag leading lines na nakabutang sa tunnel na from padako, nahimo siyang pagamay. Kumbaga, maka-create siya illustration sa tuwang mind o mahimo siya three-dimensional na realistic kay siya tan-awon. Then, next is diagonals and triangles. So, diagonals and triangles is a compositional tools that guides the viewer's eye through an image, creating a sense of movement and energy. Unlike static horizontal and vertical lines, diagonals and triangles bring a dynamic quality that make your photos more engaging and lively. As we can see sa example, diba, mo na pattern sa diagonals and triangles na nagagamit siya og kanang mga measure sa triangles na as we can see diri sa angle sa from diri sa kanang murag seawall niya na siya triangles na na-create up to sa kanang dalan, then kanang hanging bridge na siya triangle na na-create. And next is patterns and textures. So if sa drawing na ay patterns and textures, also sa photography. So human beings are naturally attracted to patterns. They are visually attracted and suggest harmony. Patterns can be man-made like a series of arches or natural like the petals of a flower. Incorporating patterns into your photographs is always a good way to create a pleasing composition. Less regular textures can also be very pleasing on the eye. Like, example, kani ato ang pictures diri It shows patterns and textures. Gashow siya patterns na ang daan na ng wood kay na siya patterns, then na siya textures na mura siya rough ba siya or natay ma-feel nga texture siya if we look at it. The next is a rule of ads. So the rule of ads in the world of photography, there are certainly plenty of ads, but rule of ads is something different entirely. The rule suggests that an image is more visually appealing if there are an odd number of subjects. The theory proposes that an even number of elements in a scene is distracting as the viewer is not sure which one to focus his or her attention. An odd number of elements is seen as more natural and easier on the eye. Like what we can see diri sa example nga photo na naay 3 ka apples. Diba? If 4 na siya, madraw ang attention nato nganong upat man ni siya, diba? Dili ta maka-focus sa kaning tulo lang ka apple. If 4 ni siya diri, pwede ta mag-focus sa by duha-duha. Pero nahimo man siyang 3, ang atong focus lang kay pwede ra sa left side, sa right side, or kaning nasa center na apple. The next is fill the frame. So filling the frame with your subject, leaving little or no space around it can be very effective in certain situations, where it helps focus the viewer completely on the main subject without any distractions. It also allows the viewer to explore the detail of the subject that would be possible if photographed from further away. Like, as we can see sa example, diba, makita na to, ang human eye is gifill jud niya ang frame, leaving no space or gaps diri. So, it is the example of fill the frame. Next is leaving negative space. So, leaving a lot of empty space or negative space around your subject can be very attractive. So, compared sa fill the frame na i-occupy jud nimo ang isa ka frame na dili siya iwan og space or gaps, ang leave negative space is mas mag-focus ta sa subject. Kumbaga, tagaan na to siya dako nga space kanang siya lang mismo ang mafokusan sa isa ka angle. Pareha ni like what we see in our example. The flower is the only subject in the photo or in the frame na makita na to. Then ang likod niya kay puro na black, di ba? Ma-emphasize ang kanindot sa flower. Next is simplicity and minimalism. So simplicity itself can be a powerful compositional tool. It is often said that less is more. Simplicity often means taking photos with uncomplicated backgrounds that do not distract from the main subject. You can also create simple composition by zooming in on part of your subject and focusing on a particular detail. As what we can see in this photo, diba? It shows simplicity and minimalism na ang iya lang gi-capture is simply the boat. Then, wala na ilain subject pa sa area. Naalan siya murag gamayng background but it shows minimalism kay isa lang jud iyahang subject or makita na to na simple lang siya but then it is very attractive. Next is isolate the subject. So, isolating the subject using a shallow depth of field to isolate your subject is a very effective way of simplifying your composition. By using a blur tools or effect in Photoshop, you can blur the background that might otherwise distract from your main subject. As we can see diri sa example na, kaning thing diri na naa sa center, if dili na siya blur ang background na, dili na makafocus or dili na to makita iyahang beauty na mag-focus na siyang murag makakita ta siyang background. If clear na iyahang background, makafocus tag-appeal sa iyahang background kay dili lang man siya ang subject. But then pag blur na diri sa iyahang background, makita na to nga siya lang jud mismo ang subject or makita na to how beautiful this thing is by blurring the background or by isolating the subject. Next is change your point of view. So mostly sa atoa nagatake tag photos from our eye level. So getting high up or low down can be a way of creating a more interesting and original composition of a familiar subject. So, like, diri as we look at this example, di ba, ang iyahang point of view kay naa siya sa baba or nagtanaw siya sa, naghangad na siya or pwede po naghigda, di ba? Makita na to na ma-appreciate na to ang kanindot sa kahoy pag padulong siya pataas if we change our point of view. Next is look for particular color combinations. The use of color itself is an often overlooked compositional tool. Certain color combinations complement each other well and can be visually very striking. As we look sa ato ang example, if ang babae diriya is lahi iyahang giwear dili black, dili ta makaingon nga nindot siya. If like for instance, if yellow iyahang gisuot dira, di ba dili siya mag-combine sa iyahang background na red ang flower, then greens, diba? So, as a photographer, we have to look for a particular color combinations. Next is rule of space. So, the rule of space relates to the direction the subjects in your photo are facing or moving towards. Like for instance, diri sa ato ang example, diba? Ang lalaki kay naglakaw siya sa hagdanan. So, na siya yung rule of space na pasaka siya padulong. Dili kay kumbaga nagpundo lang siya ba? Kumbaga sa ato ang pagtanaw pa lang sa image, makita na to or mabala na nato na sa taas siya padulong or pasaka na siya sa hagdanan. Next is left to right rule. This theory that says we read an image from left to right in the same way we read text. For this reason, it is suggested that any motion portrayed in a photograph should flow from left to right. Like for instance, atong tanaw na tong picture, di ba? A bird is flying from left to right. If a certain subject is in motion, we have to capture it from left to right. Since mo na ang left to right rule kay naka-indicate ito na if magbasa man ganita kay from left to right, why not sa pagkuha sa photograph na in motion or sa pagkuha sa subject na in motion, we should also capture it from left to right. Next is balance elements in the scene. So balance elements in the scene is the first compositional guideline or the rule of thirds. Means that we often place the main subject of the photo to the side of the frame along one of the vertical grid lines. Sometimes this can lead to a lack of balance in the scene and leave a sort of void in the rest of the frame. As we can see that the houses have balance elements in the scene. Diba? Makita na to nga. Na sila'y lahi-lahi na colors, yet they have balance elements. Next is juxtaposition. So, juxtaposition is very powerful compositional tool in photography. juxtaposition refers to the inclusion of two or more elements in a scene that can either contrast with each other or complement each other. As we can see diri sa picture, di ba? Ang dog o ang person dito sa likod kay nag-complement sila nga photo na feel na to nga murag giant ang iro, then ang mga tao sa likod is gagmay sila, then kaunon sila sa iro. Mo na to ang ma-portray ana na photo if gamitan na to siya juxtaposition. Next is golden triangles. So, the golden triangles composition works in a very similar way to the rule of thirds. Instead of grid of rectangles, however, we divide the frame with a diagonal line from going from one corner to another. We then add two more lines from the other corners to the diagonal lines. As we can see sa atong example, di ba? Gigamitan niya og golden triangles na grid lines na ay straight diriya paana na nagkuan siya face na naigo ang sun, then naa siya triangle na paana, then naa siya triangle na pa upwards, where makita na to how beautiful the photo or ang result if magamit na golden triangles. The next is golden ratio. So the golden ratio method of composition has been in existence for over 2,400 years, having been devised in ancient Greece. As it is believed, it is widely used in many types of art, as well as architecture as a way of creating aesthetically pleasing composition. As we look sa example, di ba, gigamitan siya golden ratio ang climber na nag-climb sa isa ka mountain. Kay if wala na siya gigamitan o golden ratio, na possibility na maot ang pagkuha sa shot or kanang lain ang pagkuha sa iyang angle. Then, the result would not visually pleasing. And that is the 20 composition principles in photography. So, just always remember that photography or photos have also a life lesson. That life, like a great photo, is all about balance. That always center yourself, embrace new perspective. We should not only focus on those kanang perspective na gibilib na to nga kanang mauna na ato ang nabalaan kabalo na taana. We should also explore more kay there are a lot of perspectives in this world na wala pa nato nakita. And that would be all. Thank you po.